Hi, my name is Andrea Salazar and I'm a Global Product Manager here at HOFFMAN with a focus on arc flash protection solutions. In this video, we'll cover a general overview of electrical safety, the different types of hazards that exist in the workplace, and the difference between hazards and risks. Electrical safety is all about knowing the dangers. A company has to know what the hazards are associated with the use of electrical energy. That is the first step to be able to develop precautions so that the hazards do not cause injury or death. To understand what an arc flash hazard is, let's first focus on hazards in general. In the NFPA 7E Handbook for Electrical Safety in the Workplace, a hazard is defined as a source of potential injury or damage to health. A simple example of this is a wet floor after it's been cleaned. If a worker is not aware that it's just been cleaned, he could slip and hurt himself. A more specific type of hazard is an electrical hazard. This is defined as a dangerous condition such that contact or equipment failure could result in electric shock, thermal burn, arc flash burn, or blast. An example of this is an open industrial enclosure that is energized. This is a common condition when a technician needs to go in to work for troubleshooting purposes. And if he is not wearing gloves and comes into contact with one of the energized components, that could shock him. A specific type of electrical hazard is an arc flash hazard. The NFPA 7E Handbook for Electrical Safety in the Workplace defines this as a dangerous condition associated with the possible release of energy caused by an electric arc. An example of this is, again, an open industrial enclosure that is energized. In this scenario, let's say the technician is wearing gloves and has PPE, and as he's working inside the enclosure, which is energized, he places one of his tools on top of the disconnect. If this tool comes into contact with the disconnect lugs, that could create a short and cause an arc flash. So then what is the difference between a hazard and a risk? So there are two things involved with risk. One is the likelihood of an incident occurring, and the second is the severity of the injury or damage to health. So both of these things need to be taken into consideration to then be able to develop precautions to protect from the hazards. Thank you for joining us for this HOFFMAN moment on arc flash hazards.